Moving north, the Napier-Taupo highway is closed. We'll be back there later. The desert road is closed and the ski town of Ohakune is cut off after a dumping of snow described as the heaviest seen there in more than 20 years. Sarah Robson has more.
Tom O'Sullivan and his family have been holidaying near Ohakune. They'd planned to head up Mount Ruapehu to see the snow, but this morning the snow came to them.
Well, obviously all the fields and that are shut. But yeah, it looks amazing. But yeah, unfortunately, there won't be a lot of skiing being done today.
Tom O'Sullivan said earlier today that they were reasonably well prepared for the freezing weather, but power outages had the potential to cause problems.
We've got plenty of food, but the only problem that we were staying, the Airbnb place we're staying at, hasn't got a log burner. It's only gas fire and electricity. So, and the power went out about an hour and a half ago. So it could start to get cold pretty soon.
In Ohakune itself, for much of the afternoon, the library and the local pub, the Powder Keg, were the only places in town with backup generators, offering two very different options for staying warm. RNZ reporter Sharon Brett Kelly is holidaying there and says some people are already making the most of the conditions.
Just white everywhere. It's beautiful and silent, and snow is covering the roof. There's about at least 30 centimetres of snow. People are just out on the streets. I saw one snowboarder on top of the roof of the house snowboarding off. He just fell onto the ground. When you go down the streets, there's people snowboarding, people being towed by cars on their snowboards, having a bit of fun out in the snow.
With major roads around the Central Plateau closed, getting anywhere was going to be tricky. Ruapehu District Mayor Don Cameron says it's one of the heaviest snowfalls he's seen in the more than 20 years he's been in the area.
If you walk outside, even on the road here, the snow would be just about up to your calves. So that's certainly the deepest we've seen for a long, long time.
Up on the mountain itself, both Whakapapa and Turoa ski fields were closed because of the blizzard conditions and avalanche risk. The Chief Executive, Ross Copeland, says staff have been carrying out controlled explosions to break up large, dangerous snowdrifts. He says they've been working in challenging conditions to groom the snow before expected good weather at the weekend.
It's all happening, massive snowfall, and I think I saw some Ohakune locals this morning posting that it was the biggest dump in town since 2001. Our National Park team reported that we had 40 centimetres of fresh snow on the ground down there. So they're just trying to dig buses out of the snow and get things organised.
Snow and ice closed the Napier-Taupo road, leaving motorists and truck drivers stranded. Earlier today, there were 9 truckies hunkering down at the Rangataiki Tavern, about 40 kilometres from Taupo. One of the tavern's owners, Marion Klaus, said earlier today they weren't going anywhere fast.
The sun was trying to come out, but it's still snowing, but there's probably 3 or 4 inches of snow. We're 40 k's from Taupo, but further down it's quite bad.
Marianne Klaus says they are pretty self-sufficient and the power is on, but they do have a backup generator so they could carry on serving up hot soup to the drivers. At the Napier end of the road, about 20 people were rescued from their vehicles. Ian MacDonald from Hawke's Bay Civil Defence says everybody who wanted to leave their vehicles has been evacuated and brought back to Bayview, near Napier.
NZT are hoping that they will be able to get some of the vehicles out today if they can do some work on the road. So everybody that needs to be evacuated has been evacuated. There's a few truck drivers that have decided to stay with their vehicles. But yeah, everybody's fine.
In Rotorua, snow fell downtown in what locals say is a very rare event. It didn't settle in the town centre, but the outskirts of the city and higher areas had more than a dusting. Jules works at Capers Cafe and says the entire cafe emptied out as people enjoyed the spectacle.
The whole front of our shop is glass, and I looked out and I seen snow and it was falling. I was like, oh my gosh, I was mid-serving someone and I was like, oh my gosh, it's snowing. And she turned around, she had 2 kids with her, and then everyone sort of all got up and started running to the door to go out and have a look and see how all the snow was falling on the cars and the road. It was really cool.
Roads around the central and lower North Island are expected to remain closed for some time yet. Mō te hōtaka o te ahi, ko Sarah Robson, aho.